favorites in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Tar Heels will kick it away to start. He leaves it with his back. There he goes. Got the first down and still on his feet. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Might as well give it to him again. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Short, the power run here. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Right back to the well. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. To the air, it's Bailey. It's complete to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I'll tell you what, really good job by the defense, having vision on the quarterback. And as soon as he threw that football, man, they broke on the football right away, didn't waste time, and got the running back on the ground for no gain.
NC State has work to do to convert this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's King. They don't get nearly enough on third down. Fourth down coming from the 48. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one.
That's a great job downing the football, setting your defense up with great field position. A lot of times you let that thing bounce one too many times and it climbs in the end zone, but that was a good job of making sure you downed it and set your D up.
This noise is deafening, trying to keep this offense from being able to operate. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Guys, let's talk a little bit about North Carolina. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range that people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real deal. Isn't that right, David?
Yeah, and cheering against you, right? Like a lot of times because their teams are doing well or competing with you. But let's see if the squad can build on the momentum. Starting to get some momentum, some love. Now, Jesse, how do they handle that?
I'm excited to see how this team is going to finish, too, because we know they've got talent. They've got guys that can take the game over. The question I have now moving forward, can they do it on the biggest stages? And today is about as big as it gets.
Got a little space. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw in that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. Still on his feet. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
And we talked to the coaches coming in, right? Like, they knew they were going to see the option. But the speed is so much faster in the game, and the offense does a really good job getting it to the pitch man pretty quickly, making that read and making a play early in this football game.
And the Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Knight. A little release to the back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
The Tar Heels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll go to the counter play. Oh, he's got some space. Gets away from one, finds room. Pass to 10, and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Fires one high and deep. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
And we've called his name a lot, and that's interception number 6. That's 6. He just continues to find ways to find the football and make plays for this defense.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a gap. It's Lewis. Picks up the first down, still moving. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
when the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Give to the fullback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety.
Turning it on! And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
And, man, nobody home on defense. We've got to understand the option starts with the quarterback. Somebody has to have that guy. The defense blows an assignment, and the quarterback takes advantage and makes the big play down the field.
And the Tar Heels look to keep this drive humming. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Starting to feel a little pressure. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, North Carolina.
And you love giving it to the big boy right near the goal line, plowing ahead. You know he's going to put two hands on the football, lower his shoulder. 2nd and goal. You don't need 3rd and goal, thanks to the big fella.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. East Carolina opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
The gift to the back. Plows through the defense.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Grab near the marker. It's Jackson. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at
breaks into the open. Smithers into space. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. He'll pull it on the read. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
NC State quick to the line. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Skips away from pressure. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power, a 46-yarder from the left. He splits the uprights. Now the lead is down to 11.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. On the option. He'll pitch him. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Finds his man. It's Johnson. And he's still running after the move. And they'll bring him down after the long completion, a chunk play for the offense.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Well, you talk about getting out of jail free. They changed that field position in a heartbeat, and now they're ready to roll. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
I just love the individual one-on-one effort by the defense there. Offense trying to go option, QB keeps it, but just too many defenders winning their one-on-one battles, defeating blocks, and getting the tackle for loss.
The Tar Heels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll send the back in motion. They'll try the toss to the left. Find some fresh air. There he goes. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, UNC! There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Looking downfield, it's Bailey. That's caught. It's Kane. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. NC State going up-tempo. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight.
The North Carolina offense will take over. First and 10.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And the Tar Heels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gets the back moving. They're looking to throw on second and short. Flips it out to the back. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
Oh, they're after him. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Second down coming up.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to throw, it's Knight. The screen, and watch out. Oh, he's got some space. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
Coming out with it, it's Mays. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. To the air on first down. He's going to take off. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive.
I love it. I love first down. Let's be aggressive. Let's throw the football. But how about the quarterback? He does a great job in the pocket, buying time. Oh, nobody open, scrambles around, and more importantly, ends the run, gets the first down, and doesn't get whacked. Beautiful.
NC State quick to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. On the move, it's Lewis.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Lewis. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tar Heels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
I'll tell you guys, this fullback, he's not just a blocker. He can catch the football, and he can also run it, especially on 3rd down. What a weapon.
And the Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. On the move. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Hey, how about this, D? You think they're locked in and dialed into this quarterback and his ability to run the football? You've seen him make plays throughout this game. They know it. They're seeing it, and they're making sure that guy's not going to beat him.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Now on the move. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success burning this defense with his legs. That time, though, there was nowhere to go. Give the defense credit. They won their one-on-ones up front. Tremendous speed getting to him and bringing him down for a TFL.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Knight. Lofts one high and deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try a long one. No good. Because no game is perfect, something has to go wrong, so the coach will have something to gripe about in film. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Hold and finds his man on the left. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
4th down.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. North Carolina State will kick it off to open the third quarter. Here he comes. This is a gamble. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback.
First and 10.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
A lot of times offenses will do the FIB, formation into the boundary, try to take advantage of you necessarily spreading out, sending more resources to the field, try to take advantage. Offense gave it a whirl, but the defense, they did not move. They did their assignments, got the TFL.
Looking to throw, it's Knight. He's got him in the flat. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the get it back, gets a turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10.
29 Philly.
Leaves it with the running back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5.
Gorilla. Get set, get set.
The play action fake. Pocket breaking down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Turning it on. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
And the Tar Heels are rolling down the field. Give to the big fullback. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20. Motion from the back. On the move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd down coming up.
Offense gets set for 2nd down.
Here we go.
Sends it back in motion. Takes the handoff. It's Hodges. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Knight. Got him downfield. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. And that's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that one.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Never a doubt. And that lead grows even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The short hands, it's Wilson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. NC State going up tempo.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Fullback's got it. Got the 1st down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, that's just on the defense. I'm sorry. Fullbacks are not supposed to be able to rip off big runs like that. The defense, they better do a better job tackling as this game goes on.
It's a reverse. That did not fool anybody. The defense right there to knock him down for the big loss.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed, the close, and the tackle. They get a tackle for a loss on that gadget-type play.
The Tar Heels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He's got it on the right. Sweet cut there. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 3rd down, and the line to gain is the 36.
Here we go.
A designed run for the quarterback. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
57 yards out, and he powers it through the uprights. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Looking to pass. It's Bailey. He lofts one down the sideline. Brings it down on the right side. Running free. Touchdown, NC State. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
34, NC State 10.
And here he comes out of the end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone.
Will take over. First and 10.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Running back searching for a hole. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll send the back in motion. Looking for space to the left. Going for the big play. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw. It's Knight. Got a man. It's Ship. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So 1st down will open up the final period. Gets the back moving. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Makes it past the marker. At the 40, there he goes. Bust through behind his pad. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
How about the explosive play by this offense? Man, it's so nice to have guys you can hand the football off and just watch him work. Watch him do the rest, the speed, making big plays, breaking tackles. Man, is it nice to have an offense with a playmaker like that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. Touchdown, North Carolina! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Gets it out fast. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Dropping back, it's Bailey. Grabbed over the middle, it's Kane. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. NC State quick to the line. He's looking to throw on third and short. Got it in the middle, it's King. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. They'll leave it with him. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
They go to the ground. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And they finally get to this guy, and he's electric. He's dynamic. He can make plays with his feet and scramble around, and I think they got used to it in the first half, and now, if they want to win this football game, they got to continue to catch that fast joker and get him on the ground.
He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on second down. Reads it, fires complete. There he goes to the right. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a...
Breaks into the open. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory. NC State with a 1st and 10 here. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Going for it all. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ballgame.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. To the air, it's Bailey. Flips it out on the screen. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
I was ready for this 4th down anyways. I know I need a touchdown on this drive, and I know I'm going for it. So now the situation is, what is my play to get it done?
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. With a deficit like this, unless you just want to get your field goal kicker some work, you might as well go for it and try to get a touchdown. Unleashes to the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. The handoff, keep working on that clock. There he goes. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30.
That is exactly what you want from your offense. Create some space, get out of the shadow of your own end zone, Palmer, and make it easier on this offense.
Yeah, it's nice when you have a running back like that, too, that can create that space for you. Now, if you're the play caller, your entire playbook is wide open.
Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee.
And a running game can be really hard to stop when you got so many guys that can do some damage, and this defense is taking some licks. This QB's made them look silly a couple of times, but they're starting to adjust. Gotta like that play right there, getting to him and getting him on the ground.
So now it's 2nd and long. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. A couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement